a new job is a job in and of itself. If you've ever looked, you know that. So after a long day of work, of course, nobody has the energy to look for a new gig. It can be hard. Here to simplify, though, and streamline the job of finding a job is the author of The You Plan, Dr. Michael Woodward, a.k.a. Dr. Woody. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
You have so much energy this time of morning. That's very nice. We need it.
It's called coffee.
I want it to be. I have it. All right, so let's talk about it, because I think we've all been in a situation where we're looking for a job, whether you have it or not, but it can be a full-time job doing that. It's not easy.
Absolutely. It is a challenge, and one thing I'll say right now is American life is so much about jumping in that car, putting your foot to the floor, and driving as fast as you can, and as long as you're beating the person in the lane next to you, you feel like you're succeeding. And one of the things I'm trying to get people to do is step back a little bit and think of it more strategically. So focus, treat it like it's a job.
Okay, so let's talk about it, because you've got a four-step, it's a game plan really to kind of streamlining the job search. In this economy, everybody needs to know these. So first you say to step back and check yourself. What does that mean?
You got to check yourself, because you got to know what are the assets that you bring to the table. Those intrinsic things that you have within yourself, your values, your passions, those skill sets you have. Because here's the reality: is most people just go shotgun blasting out there in a panic and trying to get a job or fire resumes off, and they don't step back and think about what I bring to the table. And I don't mean to sound like preachy psychologist guy here, but it is important to take stock of that before you go forth and conquer.
I mean, that's something that could really have you maybe target 3 places instead of 300 if you're really focused.
Right. You have to be focused. You have to know where your targets are, and that's, I think, the second thing, which is most important, is you have to have a roadmap. Okay. Because a pilot's not going to take off a plane without a flight plan.
Yes. Right? Hopefully not.
Hopefully, right. A coach is not going to go into a game without a game plan. So you need to have a you plan if you're going to go out and focus on where you're going to target your next career opportunity. And it's really about drawing that roadmap, because you have to know where you're going if you want to get somewhere.
How far do you look down the line, though? I've heard people say, where do you want to be in 5 years? That seems so generic to my ears. I don't know. I don't know where I was 5 years ago.
Right. Tamsen, I'm the same way. I agree. You got to be careful, because for everybody, the timeline's different. Everyone's at a different point in their life, different point in their career, their opportunities. So you really need to think, where is it you want to go? Draw on that piece of paper where you are. I always say that blank sheet. And at the end of it, where do you want to be for yourself? And there are interim goals, and what is it going to take for you to get from A to B? Because every path is different.
All right. I like this next one. I think it's super important. Build your who you know network.
Absolutely.
Critical.
The job market has and always will be about who you know. Okay. A recent Career Crossroads study found that 1 in every 10 referral or jobs comes from a referral, whereas 1 in every 219 is from a job board. So the fact is this, is you got to build that network of people you know, because that's your best bet at getting that foot in the door and getting a sort of an inside track, is that who you know network. All
right, speaking of foot in the door, you say get your foot in the door. Easier said than done, though. Like if you're looking at the list of the 10 places you want to work, generically start calling. What do you do?
So the foot in the door is this, is you need to think about, where are ways to get in front of those people that have the jobs that you want. Okay. So whether it's professional associations, whether it's happy hours, whether it's doing part-time gigs, whether it's interning, or for those who are older, it's even apprenticeships in some ways. It's kind of like the modern internship.
Whatever you have to do.
Whatever you have to do, because I always tell people, find those who have the opportunities you want and immerse yourself in their world, get to know them, and build that network.
Makes total sense. Thank you so much. Nice to see you this morning. I appreciate you coming in. All right, so the U Plan is available right now. Be sure and check it out. For more information on Dr. Woody's book, log on to pix11.com/morningnews. We'll have all the details of this interview right over there.